Good evening. Now, one of the things about gospel music is that it's not like Western music. It's a lot more loud and noisy. So it's okay. I was so excited when Dr. Henry asked me if I would come to CMEA because one of the things that I've been working on for over 20 years is introducing African American religious music into the educational curriculum. And for the last, what I decided to do, I said, we're going to give you a journey primarily in looking at gospel music and talking about various classifications. Now, it's never been done. When you talk about jazz, people can talk about the swing era, the traditional era, the bebop era. So about 4 years ago, now 3 years ago, I started a gospel piano class. I grew up in a Pentecostal church, and I would play for the Pentecostal church in the evening, and I studied classical piano in the day. So I had these two worlds, and when I went to college at San Francisco State and all these different things. And so when I started my gospel piano class, I had to really start classifying what I was doing naturally. And so I came up with 6 to 7 gospel styles that we're going to introduce to you this evening. And we're going to sort of talk about the history of these things, and hopefully for people who have not heard gospel music, help you to develop a different aesthetic appreciation for it. Our first one that we're going to really talk about is something we call our gospel tri-Afro style. The gospel tri-Afro style is basically something that has a very simple folk-like melody, and it's generally something in some form of a compound rhythm. And one of the things about the gospel tri-Afro style, in African music, you always hear this sort of triple feel to what you're doing. One, it's heard a lot in the Baptist Methodist Church. A lot of the hymns that many of you may have sung, Jesus Keep Me Near the Cross, and all these other hymns come from this particular style. This is the style that I recommend when people are talking about introducing themselves to gospel music. It's the most basic form of gospel music. If you want to learn where to begin in terms of how to appreciate gospel music, you always start with what we call our gospel tri-Afro style. Now, these are Mr. Henderson's terms, and it sounds something like as follows. Okay, it's something that people that are very diverse, as our group here, we have a rainbow coalition of wonderful people. Give them a hand clap if you would. It's something that you can take in a school environment, in an integrated environment, and it's very, very easy to do. We're going to sing one selection that demonstrates this style. The soloists are Carol Bussey and Raven Dillon. Give them a hand clap if they're coming by. Our engineer came all the way up from Oakland. Ms. Manning. Right on. We're patient. Give him a hand clap. Now it is on. And just bring the volume down a little bit for me.